Now, if you want to go through the process, you can take the front sight or gas block off by removing another set screw and these two pins, 1 pin, 2 pin. I sort of left these unpushed all the way in because they are really, really hard to get in and out. LCT has really tight tolerances, I guess. It's so bad that you really don't even need more than one in. Like if you've only got one, put it in one. You don't need a set screw back there. This thing is just rock solid. So very tightly machined. It's a pain in the butt to get out and get back in again. But so that's that. All right. I'll push this over here. Now we are going to take apart 1 screw and 2 screw. I believe there was supposed to be another screw going through here, but there wasn't when it got to me, and I don't think there's any real need to put one back, so I'm going to loosen this one up just a little bit more. This seems to be getting stuck. Put you in a little bit more so you don't fall out. All right, so I know it looks like I'm shaking like an alcoholic. I just can't see very well. I'm used to doing this with 2 hands. So. All right. That's 1. And that is 2. So, now that you got that out, what you're going to do is you're going to hold the receiver and, oh, sorry, last one. So this one, I don't know what this looks like on a new gun. Mine didn't have anything there, so I put this this countersunk machine screw. Obviously, it's way too tall. I stuck it in there, and it seems to be holding the barrel on really, really well. So what we're going to do is we're going to unscrew that, and now we're going to slide the entire outer barrel and gas block and trunnion off of the rifle. All right. Now this is the point where you are going to use this wrench to pull this pin out. All right. So once you get here, this pin's actually going to be in there, right? This holds the barrel in place. There's a little channel right there. So this piece holds it in place. I'm not really sure how far in it's supposed to go. I think it's supposed to go in around that far. Now there is supposed to be a set screw here. Again, wasn't one when I got to it. I haven't bothered to replace it because you saw how tough this is. This shit's not going anywhere, so there's really no need for all these set screws. It's not a gas blowback. It's not a real rifle. It's it's an airsoft gun. So you don't need that many set screws on these things. The ones on the barrels I would keep though. That one I'm a huge fan of, those two. So we're gonna take the grip cage off of the motor. Phillips head. Now these actually thread all the way through to the other side. So sometimes you can have a little bit of trouble putting them back in if you're not lined up properly. Taking them out is always pretty easy though. All right. So why are we doing this? That's a great question. So when I rerouted, let me shut up for a second. Let me show you guys how to do this. What am I forgetting? Oh, right. Yes, this is causing friction. Can I get it out without it? Okay, so pushing up on there. pulling the Kythera thing out, and then you slide that out. Yes, this is what you have to do to access the hop-up. Yes, it's incredibly annoying, but it is what it is. As you can see, this hop-up chamber was not designed for the PP19. It's just too short. The frame is too short, the receiver. So we had to do some ghetto shit to the hop-up slide. This is where I want it for, 30 feet engagement. This is an indoor gun. So at 30 feet, that's where it needs to be hopped up. As you can see, there's, shavings coming off from jamming it back and forth. It's not designed to go in there. That's why that is. All right. Now we're at the heart of the issue. The heart of the issue is that I, like an idiot, did not make sure that this was, I didn't test this connection, the connection right here, before reassembling my entire gun, because I'm an idiot. So I now have to take it all apart, but that allows me to show you guys what we do. So this going back and forth doesn't really, you might be like, oh, well, what if you put it in wrong? Kind of hard to do. There's two pieces. As long as you slide that right there, wherever this hole, this is for when you're reassembling it, slides up back onto there. So wherever you are, that's where you need to be. It's pretty hard to mess up. Well, I think I just messed it up, but we'll attack that in a second. All right, so you're going to take these two parts out, slide them right back there. All right, now your safety 100% will not work. All right, we're going to slide this cover off. I don't remember what this is called. It's just a clip because there's no screw holes up here because that's where the, well, in this case, the HPA engine, but the compression chamber or whatever for when it was an AEG. They can't put any screws up there, so they just, they slide this clip back on. This keeps it tight at the top. We're going to slide this off. Now we're going to actually open up the gearbox. We are going to start with the Phillips head screw. All right, there's only one of these. Comes out pretty easy. Now, again, you don't really need to overthink this. The guys at LCT, I don't know if any other gearboxes are like this. They did something really beautiful. You've got this little cutout, fits perfectly right there. So, as long as, it can't go in the wrong way, I guess is what I'm saying. So it doesn't really matter where you have it, just assemble it wherever it is, and you're good to go. For this right